Hello viewers, today I will be sharing another kind of video different from those other videos that I have done, and this is one of my hobbies. It's practicing the Shinrin Yoku. Everybody who are Japanese or people who have been in Japan, you know what it means. For those who doesn't know, Shinrin means forest and Yoku means bath. So the two words Shinrin Yoku means forest bath. And what is Shinrin Yoku, or what is forest bath? If you think about it literally, you might not think that forest bath is like we're going down there and bath in the water, which is not. Shinrin Yoku actually, it's bathing in the forest, and it means you are integrating the beauty of the forest. You have to look every form of a tree. You just want to integrate and watch like this how nice the form is. And I tell you, it is very therapeutic. People who are undergoing depression and all these psychological hardships, forest baths can really help in a different way. First, it makes your mind and body relax. So when you get inside into the forest, it's not only relaxing because you get the fresh air, but it's also very relaxing. It's because you don't, it's no noise. The only thing you hear is the sound of the wind. But of course, this is a nature park, so it's quite near a national road. So sometimes you still hear the sound of the vehicles. And there at the opposite side, actually, there is an area where people here in this nature park can do barbecue. I don't know if you see it, but anyway, someday I will come with my kids, my family, and then we can do the same like they did. So all you do is bring your things you need, and you can just do your barbecue there. So as you see, it's very beautiful. Today there is no sun because it's like the end of December, and it's like that in Sweden. We have a very short daytime, and sometimes you don't see any existence of the sun on the daytime. It looks like it's if you are in a Asian country, this day looks like, 5 o'clock in the afternoon or early 5 o'clock in the morning. But now it's only like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there is no sun at all. But it's like that in Sweden. So here in European countries, specifically the Scandinavian countries, like the Norway, Denmark, Finland, and all the Scandinavian countries, or a lot of European countries, we almost doesn't have any sunlight on daytime, especially on December, because it's the darkest. November, December is the darkest month of the year. But then when it starts to be like coming snow and all this stuff. But anyway, sorry for that information I gave. I will talk more about Shinrin Yoku. So it's actually like a nature therapeutic activity where all you do is just go to a place near you which has some greenery, some trees, some vegetation, if you have no access to this kind of nature park. But I know everywhere in the world there's always a nature park for everybody. It doesn't have to be like this, because in Sweden and a lot of Scandinavian countries or European countries, it's a lot of nature like this. It's just natural. It's everywhere. Even if you're in the middle of the capital city of Sweden, which is Stockholm, because I work in Stockholm and I work with kids in a kindergarten. So we usually have there is a nature park, and it looks like this. It has like a lot of trees, the rocks, and body of water. And if you have an access of this kind of nature park or a very small nature park, as long as all you see is trees and vegetations and rocks, then go for it, because Shinrin Yoku is very popular now, not even in Japan, but I will tell you, there are a lot of European people who are very interested in it and had really felt or seen the effect of forest bath to their health. They even travel to Japan just to experience a real Shinrin Yoku. So I have just doing it for like more than 3 years. And before I know that it exists, this forest bath, I had been doing it already. And mind you, when a lot of my friends ask me, like, if I go to the gym, because I'm 48 years old, and I said, no, I'm not a gym person. I really don't like gym, but of course I have tried it. I have tried going to the gym, and also it's also good to do the gym and you do some liftings, but I have a problem with my tennis arms, so I cannot do lifting anymore. I do body lift before, but I stopped it because of my tennis arms. So as you see, we are going around in this forest like that. You don't have to do a lot of things. All you do is just you go around and you see. Maybe it sounds crazy, but it's like that. Like you see like this, you are in a tree, and if you see and examine a little bit inside a tree, and you will really appreciate that this tree actually is very done by the nature in a very artistic way. So it's really amazing, and you go around and all you see are greeneries. So some people who think that it is hard to do it, no, just put on your proper clothes. If you're living somewhere in a cold area, then it's very important that you have something to cover your head, you have something to cover your hands, and you have a very good jacket, and you have your backpack to have some water and fruits if you do hiking or if you do forest bath for quite a long time. But this day I will be doing it for only like 1 hour. So as you see, it's really beautiful. And if you do like this and you see, isn't it amazing? If you are a person who likes plants, gardens, isn't it amazing that it's just growing there? And I will show you. I don't know, some people might think that it's ridiculous, but it actually helps. And as you see here, this is the kind of area where it's so nice to walk because it is friendly to your feet. And as you get older, your knees need something to walk that is soft. So it's very important that you have good shoes on you. The hiking shoes, I really recommend it. And then you go to a forest, a nature park near you, and usually they have this very, very soft vegetation that when you step on it, it's soft and it's good for your knees, because running on an asphalt or cement or any concrete surfaces is not really good for your feet or knees. So as you see, as what I told you before, when you do forest bath, it's very different when you do hiking. So with me, I usually combine. First, I will do the hiking thing where I have to walk faster or sometimes walk slower, and sometimes I combine it that I do jogging, and then I can do it like for 30 minutes. And after that, then I will start my forest bath. So it's more like you do the conditioning thing to condition your body, and then after that you do the forest bath, because it's already the part of it where you relax, because you don't do forest bath and you are running in the forest. Forest bath is more like you will go very slow, and you will look at the things around you like this. You go so slow and you look at the things around you, every branch of a tree. So as you see, you have to look at it, and you will really feel and integrate to the beauty of the forest, and you can really feel how relaxing it is to be doing it. So this thing, Shinrin Yoku or forest bath, it's already proven. A lot of people who are struggling for depression, a lot of people had proved that it really helped a lot. So all you do is just put on the proper clothes. If you live in a hot country or a warm country, then of course you don't have this kind of clothes that I have, because it's not either good. But if you live in a country where the temperature is kind of cold, then you have to wear the kind of clothing that makes you warm, because it's not either good to do the forest bath and you're freezing in the forest. No, it's not good. It's not good when you're freezing in the forest. You have to really, oh, I'm sorry, really have to have a very good clothing that will provide you warm. And so as I look around here, of course this time I can't really tell you. I'm not really, it's the effect of this I'm doing, showing you the Shinrin Yoku. It's actually more like I cannot concentrate a lot of like integrating the forest, and you know, every tree, every single leaf, every single branch of the tree, because I'm talking in the camera. But usually if I'm doing it alone and I'm not doing any video, then I really just walk very slow and breathe. And by the way, it's already winter here, but as you see, I will show you. I saw here, it's a cranberry plant. So one day I will be going around in a nature park that is 5 times bigger than this one. That is the forest, that is the nature park where I usually pick mushrooms, the chanterelles, and there you will see a lot more. But of course, when I don't have so much time, then I usually just use this forest to do my forest bath or Shinrin Yoku. I'm not so good in Japanese. I had been in Japan actually 5 years ago, and it's one of my favorite travel country because I just love it there. The food, the nature, and the cleanliness. I think I have traveled in a lot of countries, but there is something different in Japan which I like. Of course, I love food. I like Japanese food. So as you see here, we do more like this. So as you see, all you see here actually are pine trees, because all those trees, when you see, but here you cannot see, and there are birch trees here, but they don't have any more their leaves. My first time in Sweden, I thought like, what happened to the trees? They die. Oh my God, my trees are dying. My other bushes in my garden dies. But then my husband said, no, they're not died. It's just like that when it's winter. When it's fall, all the leaves will fall down on the ground, and then when it will be spring, then they will grow again. And of course, it's funny, right? Like if you're from Asia and you don't have this kind of weather, then for you it's like a shock. So as you see, there are some trees here where you don't see any leaves, and they look like dead, but they are not dead. They are totally alive. Their leaves just fell down the last fall, and it's around like October, November. But then by April, they will grow. So stay tuned to my channel. If you have not been subscribing it, please click the subscribe button. So all the seasons here in Sweden, a lot of contents I will be sharing here in my YouTube videos, and I will be sharing it to you, my beloved subscribers. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, please don't hesitate to subscribe now, because your subscription is my inspiration. Welcome again to Liba Buhay, and this is Evelyn Siegelstrand saying goodbye. That's all for today.